Hey guys, so today I want to stop by, of course, to do an inspirational message. Today I'm going to be coming from the book of Romans, chapter 7, verse 14, and it states, what I do, I do not want to do, but what I hate, I do. What I do not want to do, but what I hate, I do. You see how they're in opposition of battle with one another? There are things that we are compromising, that's wrong. We're making the wrong right and the right wrong. And what we need to get to a place is that our wants of what we're wanting are not the wants of what God is wanting. So you have to always seek God. God, what are the wants that you want from me? What is that you desire for my life? Because the minute you can ask and, ask God what is it that he's wanting, the minute you can receive the need to your deliverance of where you need to be. So you have to understand that sometimes the wants or what we're wanting can pretty much hinder the process of where God is trying to bring us. You have to understand our process is always connected to God's purpose for us. And so if you're willing, you have to be willing to go through the sacrifice. You have to ask yourself, what am I willing to die of? What am I willing to let go so I can walk into my greater? What am I willing to not, keep me going the same path with the same thing coming at me? Nothing's changing. So in order for change to take place, you have to be willing to lose something. What are you honestly willing to lose? Are you willing to let go of something to get you to that part? So you're willing to let go of part A to get you to part B? You have to ask yourself that in the midst of me losing, what am I going to gain? And sometimes when we lose, we don't know what we're gaining, what's God's promise for us. But when you allow your faith to step out, God said, all I need is just a mustard seed of faith. A mustard seed of faith can move a mountain. So if you just have some type of faith in me, I will bring you to your greater. I will heal you. I will place in you the need. So you won't have to be in battle with with the morals of what's right and what's wrong, because you will be walking in my word. You will be walking in me. And the things that you used to do will not excite you no more. You will lose appetite to the very thing that used to drive you, because you would have given, when you allow God into your life and you are fully submissive to him, the things of your want will die. The things that you want will die. You have to understand what you're wanting in your time is not what God is going to give you in his time. And so sometimes what we do is when we're not seeing it at that right now moment, we're like, oh no, I need it right now. I need to look like this. I want it at this time. I want it to be like this. I want to play this way out. And you begin to plan your whole life. And God is saying, sweetheart, that's not the plans that I have for you. And the plans that I have for you are going to be directed by me. You can't, if you're going into your life, directing your own life by your wants, you're missing the picture. And then you come to, figuring out later the regrets. Why did I do that? I should never jump into that. That's why it says, never be anxious for anything, but always pray about everything. So though that want at that time may feel like you winning, you're cutting yourself short. You're cutting yourself short because you're jumping into things that God didn't tell you to jump into. And you have to, what God is wanting, just like in the book of Matthew, the story about the woman with the issue of blood, and then the man who was blind. Though they seeked healing, they wanted to be changed. But it took a different type of change for them to be able to be healed. And what that change was with them stepping out of their comfort, not worrying about what other people think, not trying to live up to the standards of other people, not trying to please people. And they walked out of themselves. And the spiritual side of them had awakened. They were able to gain that spiritual want and need and be healed within. So not only were they physically healed, but they were spiritually healed, and God walked them into their greater. So you have to understand, in order for you to fully gain that fullness, you have to first become in tune with that spiritual want and need in order for the physical want and need to play itself out. You have to